Okay, so for this question, for chapter 6, question number 3, okay, says that the number of accidents that occur at a busy intersection is Poisson distributed with a mean of 3.5 per week. So what's the probability of no accidents in 1 week, or 2 or more accidents in a week, or just 1 accident today? Okay, so this is a Poisson distribution kind of question. This question is clearly stated it's Poisson distributed, but not all questions will have this stated. So what you look out for is the mean. Okay, so if the question tells you that there's a mean, okay, over a certain time interval or space interval, in this case it's a time interval, okay, so a mean of 3.5 per week, 3.5 accidents per week. Okay, so in this case, you will know that your lambda, okay, which is your mean or average, is 3.5 per week. So look out for keywords mean or average, okay, and over a certain time period or time interval, okay. So in this case, Poisson distributed, you can make use of the formula. This is also under discrete probability distribution, under Poisson probability distribution. So I have this formula for you to find the probability. So this formula is given when you make use of the lambda, okay, over x, which is x is the number of success. In this case, no success, okay, so you can input 0 inside, okay, lambda is 3.5. E is base of the natural log, okay, if you press the calculator, it's a value of 2.7 something, so you can press the calculator, E, then to bring it to the power of negative 3.5, which is negative lambda, and divide by this x is 0 also, so 0 factorial. This factorial, you can just press the calculator. So look out for this symbol, okay, so you press the number then followed by this symbol. You likely need to use the shift key to get to this. Okay, so 0 factorial is equals to 1. So if you multiply all this together, 3.1 to the power 0 multiply by e to the power negative 3.5 to the power divide by 0 factorial, you should get an answer of 0.0302. Alright, for part B, okay, it is very similar. Okay, they ask you 2 or more accidents in a week. Okay, so just take note that the time interval should be the same as what is given in the mean. Okay, 3.5 per week. Okay, if it's not the same as in part C, we will need to change it proportionally. Okay, so the longer the time, the higher the mean. So in this case, it's a week, so the mean is still the same. So you need to find 2 or more, probability of 2 or more accidents in a week. So it's a probability that your x, which is your random variable of the number of accidents, is 2 or more. But in that case, if you want to find more than or equals to 2, right, you will need to find 2, x equals to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and you will not stop, okay, forever, for infinity, using the formulas, which would be very tedious and also not very possible because you're going to get many values. So what you need to do, right, is to use the complement, which is 1 minus the probability that x is smaller than 2. So these two, this is a way for you to get probability of x is more than equals to 2. So make it equals to 1 minus, okay, so x less than 2 is x equals to 0 or x equals to 1. X equals to 0, it means that there's no accident, which is what we calculated in the first part, okay, part A, so we can bring this value here. But the second one is probably of x equals to 1, which is, we can make use of the formula again, so 3.5 power 1 times e to the power negative 3.5 divided by 1 factorial. So you should get an answer of 0.1057. Okay, so if you plus these together and use 1 minus the result, you should get 0.864. Okay, for part C, right? Part C, let's take a look. It says what's the probability that there is one accident today. So today is actually just one day, but what the mean that we are given is per week. So for one day, right, we will just need to divide 3.5 by 7. Okay, 7 days per week. So divide by 7. So 3.5 divided by 7, you get 0.5. And then you can make use of the formula to help you to calculate the probability that there's just one accident for the day. So make sure that you change the lambda value for one day. And then you can bring 0.5 to power 1 multiply by e to the power negative 0.5 divided by 1 factorial. Okay, so making use of this formula. So this formula, remember, it is from your formula list. Okay, this one, Poisson probability distribution. So with that, once you press your calculator, you should get a value of 0.3083. Okay, hope this helps.